Hi crafters, this is Reflections by Jane again. Today I'm doing an easel card using products from AlinaCrafts. So I'm taking the larger outer die, which is the one with the frilly edge, and I've cut 3 pieces of 300 GSM cardstock. So I'm going to take one of the pieces and grab my scoreboard, and I'm going to score at about 1/2 inch in and then 4.5 inches in as well. And those will give you your folds for your easel card. Don't forget, all the products that I've used today will be in the description box below, and feel free to save this video to your AlinaCrafts playlist or something like that, and then you can revisit this video anytime you need to refresh your memory on how to make this card. So I'm just applying some of Alina's double-sided tape. This is strong stuff, and I'm applying it to just above that score line, and just removing the backing, and then I line up the card to the card base, tap it down gently so they're nice and level, and then you can just smooth up where that tape meets the other side of the card, and that will give you your easel fold. Okay, so now the tape is to the left, and I'm applying wet glue just to the right side on the top there. You don't want to go over that score line, otherwise your easel card won't stand up properly. And again, I've just turned it over, tapped it down gently so they're nice and level, and then smooth it over. And then I'm going to put that to one side to let the wet adhesive dry until we move on to the next stage. Okay, so now I'm on to the next stage. I'm just using my Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station here and one of Alina's stencils, and then using a finger dauber to push some of the Versamark sticky ink through that stencil, making sure I get a good coverage. I don't want to miss any pieces because this is going to be a background for the inside of my card and on the outside as well. So I'm just going to remove those magnets, take the stencil off the Make Art Station, and then I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper, some of Alina's gold embossing powder, sprinkle that over and gently tap off the excess, and then I'll heat set that. Okay, so now I'm just going to use the lovely scallop shaped layering die that comes with the die set just to cut out a piece here. I've already done this once as well, so I have 2 pieces that are the same. And so I'll just adhere 1 piece on the inside of the card, and I'll also adhere a piece on the outside of the card. So you've got that lovely pattern on the inside and the outside. There's so many lovely little dies that come with this die set, and one of them I'm going to use is this lovely label die. I'm also going to be using the flowers today as well. So I'm just going to take my Big Shot again, and I'm going to use that label die and cut out some gold glitter card, and I'm going to cut it out 4 times, and I'm also going to cut out about 4 flowers as well. And I'm going to use the larger flower and one of the medium-sized flowers as well. You'll see what I mean in a minute when I've cut them all out. Now I've decided to use some of Alina's 3D foam tape here, I want to pop up these labels on the card just to give it a bit of added dimension rather than them be flat on the card. And Alina's foam tape is really great. That's listed in the description box below as well. Okay, so I'm just going to remove the backing off this foam tape and line up the dies, the die cuts onto the front of my card. They're really easy to line up because they line up perfectly within the scallops of the piece that I cut out that I'd heat embossed. So they're really easy to line up. As you can see, I'm not using any rulers or anything. So I'm going to use the largest flower die to cut out 4 pieces in white, and then I'll use one of the medium-sized flower dies to cut out 4 pieces in the same gold cardstock that I used before. The white flowers I've cut out are in 160 GSM weighted paper. To shape my flowers, I like to use a lightweight cardstock and use a pencil to smooth out the petals over the edge of the pencil, smoothing it out gently with my thumb. And then I will push down the centres with a ball tool. For a heavier weighted cardstock, such as the gold glitter cardstock I've used in this instance, I will use a ball tool to shape the petals, and plus they are smaller. And then once I've shaped all my flowers, I shall just layer them up, and each flower will have a nice dimension that will look lovely on this card. Okay, so now I'm just going to adhere each flower to the labels that I've already added to the card. Dead easy. All that's left to do is to embellish and add a sentiment. So for the sentiment, I'm just adding one of Alina's heat embossed and die cut sentiments to some more of that gold glitter cardstock. And I'm just chopping it down so there's a nice matte layer, adding a bit of extra dimension to it. I'm just using my trimmer to trim it down so it fits nicely on the card. So I'm just going to add some more foam tape to the back of the sentiment just to pop that up and add that to the bottom of the inside of the card. I've also added another label with a flower on it on the inside as well, and that will act as my easel stopper. So that's almost it from me today. I'm just going to add a few Nouveau drops for the centre of the flowers, And yeah, that's it. I will let those Nuvo drops dry, and I've just put one of my ink pads underneath the card just to stop it smudging everywhere, shall we say. So yeah, if you like what you see here, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I will see you all again soon. Take care of each other. Bye bye for now.